they're debuting today, and
congratulations,
I don't
man.
want to, this group is plagiarizing.
No.
We don't want that.
okay,
We're just telling you what's going on in the K-pop community. Welcome to this favorite K-pop show, DKDKTV. David,
lots of
hot ass tea. First off, Running Man goes too far with its sadistic games.
Oh boy, I'm excited to hear this one.
And second, Oh My Girl's Arin goes too far with being touchy towards TXT's Soobin.
And last but not least, Aespa has probably debuted by now. By the time you're watching this, right now we're filming this at 10 a.m. So it's like 8 hours away from debut. Before their debut, they're already under fire for plagiarism accusations.
Okay,
Wow.
another day of K-pop. So on to the first news. So Running Man goes too far this time.
Boy, what did they do?
Recently on Running Man, arguably the most famous Korean entertainment show overseas, did you actually watch it?
I watched it when I was a kid.
The members engaged in a game as usual that was supposed to be funny, but apparently it backfired because the game's goal was to put as much rubber bands on one's face during 1 minute.
Interesting.
Very elementary schoolish. Members like Yang Se-chan, Song Ji-ho went first and they were very passionate about it, and Chun So-min tried very hard as well. However, during and after the game, the members commented words such as, "It's actually tighter than you think," "Help, save me, I thought my eyeballs were about to pop out."
Okay.
Other members joked about it, saying, "Wow, blood circulation at its finest. This will cure my turtleneck." But they all showed signs of pain and struggle. Obviously, after the airing of the show, viewers and netizens backfired about this scene, saying things such as, "It promotes sadistic behavior. It's not even funny, but just dangerous. They've gone too far. What was the producer thinking?" The episode is to continue next week, but apparently netizens don't want it to be aired again. They want this episode just to be scrapped. What do you think of this game and the scene? Have you seen the pictures first?
Yeah, of course. I've seen the entire scene. It looks very painful and scary, honestly. Like if one of those rubber bands break.
It was grotesque.
Yeah, it was weird as fuck. Honestly, I don't really think of it as something to be like really pissed off about. Like, oh, stop the airing of the show. And also we gotta think about the people that appeared on the show. They play this fucking game that is probably they didn't want to play.
Yeah.
And then to have their part, taken out, have their episode taken out because they played this game that someone else told them to. I don't think that's just
at the end, it's ultimately the producer's fault.
Right. But at the same time, if you think about the key demographic of Running Man, at least in Korea, they're kids. Yeah, kids. They're like very young kids. I have never seen anybody like in their 20s. It's like stupid fun, but it's not like something that, a lot of the adults watch. So if you think about like this is something that the kids will watch, I can imagine, the bullies coming up to the bullied kid.
Don't give them
saying,
ideas.
Yo, put some rubber bands in your face. We're gonna play a fun game I saw on Running Man over the weekend. I can definitely see that scenario.
There's gonna be two people, A and B, and they're gonna say, "I'll not hit you if you get like more than 10 rubber." Like the person who gets more rubber bands.
Right. So I definitely see this spilling over to a bullying issue. At the end of the day, I think that's just on the bully. Overall, I don't see much problem. I don't really want to see this game either. Yeah. But it's not something to be.
I mean, Running Man has always been that kind of slapstick, goofy, stupid show.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of slapstick.
I don't really get the
I don't know
point
what's
of it.
so funny about it.
But anyways, I think Running Man has been on a downfall these days, like for a while, years. I'm still.
You're not the demographic. Well, you can't say they've been on a downfall. You don't have any watch Running Man.
No, I've seen comments saying that Running Man isn't fun anymore and it's getting stale.
When was it ever funny?
Well, it was fun in the back old days
when
the anyways, I think they've become desperate at this point, so the producer's going we need more sensitive, sensual stuff here and let's put some rubber bands on your face and try to make eyeballs pop out. So they're trying to make more provocative games, and it's just like YouTube. That was grotesque.
It's weird.
It was uncomfortable.
It was uncomfortable. I would not want to watch that. That's
yeah,
true.
Definitely uncomfortable. Anyway, speaking of uncomfortable, next news. A lot of people got uncomfortable about Oh My Girl's Arin making Skinship with TXT's Soobin.
I don't know if this is like skinship, like intimate touching.
Okay, let's leave that for the debate. But this is another day of K-pop, and this is apparently a big controversy. On the 13th, on KBS's music performance show, Music Bank, one of the MCs, Oh My Girl's Arin, made a mistake with her lines, and TXT Soobin, the co-MC, tried to cover up the situation very smoothly by saying, "Oh, it's okay, it's okay."
대기실에 나라
괜찮겠다.
아린?
수빈입니다. 이번에 만날 분들은 어떤 분들이죠?
저 아린이가 함께 딩가딩가하고 싶은 분들입니다. 마마무 얼른 만나볼까요?
Mamamoo, who was waiting for their interview in the back, seemed to be chill and they were laughing together with the situation. However, as Arin kept on laughing during the introduction for Mamamoo, many viewers and fans got uncomfortable and mad about her constant laughing. That seemed unprofessional and also bothered the concentration on Mamamoo's interview.
I think she was just very nervous.
Yeah, she was very nervous, and I guess it's maybe like a habit. But anyways, I do agree on some point that it was kind of unprofessional.
I mean, you could see it as annoying.
And also Mamamoo was waiting behind there, so it's kind of
Hwaja's face was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was like
what's going on?
마마무 얼른 만나볼까요?
But this was just the tip of the iceberg about the criticism, as fans additionally noticed that while Arin was laughing, she leaned on Soobin and touched his arm, and so fans also commented that this was not the first time. It was constant whenever Arin was being the MC with Soobin. Sarah, play the GIFs. For example, in their first MC gig ever together on Music Bank, Arin unnecessarily touched Soobin's arm.
How dare you.
Yeah. While Oh My Girl fans clarified that it was simply Arin's habit to lean on other people when she laughs. She's on other shows and she's leaning on other old dudes as well.
Oh, how dare you.
Nevertheless, Disturbed fans continued showing their criticism, such as
being touchy among opposite sexes are sensitive in the idol scene, and Arin seems to do that pretty often. Though some moas can feel very uncomfortable. I don't understand why she keeps on laughing when there's nothing funny about the situation. Let's keep it professional as an MC. Girls usually do that when they're flirting. If male idols did that to female idols, there would have been sexual harassment issues.
While most of the fans are showing responses that this controversy itself is ridiculous, it has actually been widely published as articles, and similar cases have been spotlighted in the past. For example,
Sunny was like having his arm over Arin.
Well, we do have stuff called like menoshon. Like it is very sensitive. But anyways, for example, this popular news revolving the announcer Jang Ye-won, like she's pretty hated by many fellow women, since this post with the title "Women Know What She's Doing, Fox." It was circulated as articles and community posts and became a big controversy. Okay. Anyways, do you think this is a part idols should be careful about? Okay, I'll go first. Honestly, it's very trivial in my opinion too. This shouldn't even be news. But at the same time, not particularly speaking of Arin, I do realize that these kind of gestures that we saw with the announcer in personal settings, it does get things started,
I don't know if Arin actually likes Soobin or not.
Yeah.
We could say like she at least doesn't hate him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, she has positive thoughts about Soobin.
It's definitely a sign of affection and intimacy.
I wouldn't go as far as intimacy. Like if a girl did that to me, then I would be like, oh, does she like me?
Yeah, she's into me,
But that's not necessarily the case.
Okay.
That is also true. But at the same time, it does get a guy thinking like that. Maybe women in the chat, in the chat, and
maybe no. I do that all the time.
Have no idea. I do it with my 500 guy friends.
Yeah.
Every single guy friend I meet, I touch their arm.
Just to tell you how it is in Korea, people like dudes and girls don't touch each other that often. Like even friends. Do you touch your girlfriends?
You know, like this?
No, I would never.
Oh, really?
If you're like really, really close friends, you could do like this level of touching, but like, you know, like this kind of stuff. Was there a girl that did that to you?
To me?
Yeah, like,
Oh, yeah. Usually I would think it's either one of those two things. Either they're really, really comfortable and they're like, okay, I don't feel anything, or then I think that they're into me. It's either one of those two things.
It's either for me, I think they're into me, or either they're Korean American.
I think Korean American women would still have to not hate you to touch you.
Yeah, I was really shocked with the hugging culture in America when I met all our fans. They were hugging me, and I was like, okay. You know?
I'll just say this is, I think, more intimate than hugging, in my personal opinion.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah,
it's not a big deal. Like, it's just a habit.
People have very strict standards on what's shown on TV.
Right.
Level of manners that people expect on TV for some reason that they don't expect on other media, like, you know, YouTube and other stuff. People still have that idea about television, and when someone does not fit in the standards of behaving in such a manner, then I think people will call that out.
And also, no hate dudes, don't hate on me. I think they make a good couple. just you know, if you do the shipping,
whatever.
They're 99, 2000.
I
you know,
don't really care.
Like 1 year. It's a Nuna 동생
on
relationship.
to the next news. I don't know if this is necessarily good PR, but it is publicity nonetheless. So Aespa has debuted today with the title track Black Mamba. We are currently filming 8 hours prior to its release, yet it is still making controversy with the teasers alone. It's kind of crazy.
All of the controversy.
There are many plagiarism accusations surrounding the teasers, and I'll break them down one by one.
How do you get plagiarism accusations for teasers?
I know. Okay,
like
so they released a few photos and a 39-second teaser.
Well, where the Aespa logo is like 20 seconds.
Endless controversy. Okay. The individual teaser photos that were revealed a few days ago have been accused of plagiarism by an artist named Brian Hyun. He alluded that the teaser photos shared a stark similarity to a photo shoot he did in 2019 for a magazine. He also added a snark. This is why I only stamp Blackpink, lol.
Okay. You can see a bias there.
In his story. The photos do seem really similar. It looks like a similar, world. Brian Hyun did state that he wants to talk to SM about this issue. Now, netizens did dig up some evidence that SM might have been referencing the photo. They found a Pinterest account that is allegedly owned by an SM Entertainment employee, and it had folders titled Rookie Group as well as Taemin and Kai. In one of the folders, Brian Hyun's photo was found, as well as some typography that closely resembled Aespa's logo.
I mean, of course they get some reference here.
Right. We can tell that they at least saw that photo.
Yeah.
And we can be the judge on whether it's plagiarism or referencing. Okay. They did at least reference it, I guess. Now, the reveal of Ning Ning's avatar also caused a bit of an uproar to its similarities with Lisa from Blackpink. Many netizens pointed out how its face resembles Lisa, as well as its outfit, which shows similarities to something Lisa wore on stage. Now, this outfit was originally a one-piece that the stylist of Blackpink modified for Lisa, so many fans were even more pissed because this is not like, something that you get off the clothing shop. They modify something to make it fit for her. Now, the teaser video for Black Mamba, which is only 39 seconds long, have also gone under fire for its similarities with KDA's pop stars. In one shot, an Aespa member is seen holding a spray paint can and spraying on a wall. A similar scene is also present in Pop Stars. Also, both have scenes that take place in the subway using similar shot angles. The LED sign on the subway states the song name on Aespa's video. Meanwhile, KDA's video, it shows KDA, but both use the subway LEDs. Also in KDA, one of the members wears a mask with some neon teeth, while in Aespa, a monster with neon teeth in similar color schemes appears in the video. And KDA, being a huge success as similar avatar idols, it's no surprise that people would be on the lookout for similarities here. And maybe people are reading into it too much or not. You can be the judge on that. Now, this 39-second teaser had another artist.
Wow.
Okay, so many claims. Coming out with a plagiarism allegation. A German artist named Timo Helgert pointed out on his Instagram the similarities between his work and Aespa's music video. He even went on as far as to say that they copied his work. The artist has two pieces that each feature a butterfly flying through a vegetated subway train and a giant snake slithering through an empty train. Very specific, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is not a common aesthetic you see every day. Aespa's video also featured similar imagery of a butterfly flying through a vegetated subway train and a giant snake,
Black Mamba,
slithering through an empty train.
Okay.
Two very specific motifs here. Very uncommon, very specific. Now, this controversy has many netizens criticizing SM Entertainment. I would love to see how everybody in the comments think right now, in the chat and the premiere. So let me ask you, is this plagiarism? Do you think this is plagiarism?
I think we have to categorize which can be seen as plagiarism.
Okay, let's categorize.
For the first one, concept photo.
Okay.
The shimmery,
the avatar-like thing.
avatar world. I think that could be called as a reference. I've seen other similar concepts like that in game worlds, like avatar worlds. Like,
we're not experts
personal
here.
standards, I would see that just as a reference. Second, Lisa one, I think that is just hilarious. First of all, I don't understand why SM would make the avatar look like Lisa when they're trying to resemble their own members. The goal there is not met. I think the third and fourth one. The third one, Delulu David has a feel that it was intentional. It's marketing. It's PR.
I also think so.
SM was on a watch out. They knew that people would compare KDA, and they put in similar concepts.
Right.
And they put in that subway scene on purpose to make buzz. They have a loophole to get out of it because, subways are used. It's a cliche. It's used in a lot of MVs. It's so you don't own Korea KDA.
SM has no loophole because, well, obviously, okay, you gotta be dumb as and Delulu as to say that SM probably didn't know about KDA or didn't even think about they
did research.
They specifically probably researched about KDA. So I also think they did
intentional.
It on purpose.
Okay, and the fourth one, the German artist. I mean, I don't know what to say about this. This is just too similar to,
And it's very specific. I actually saw someone in the comments of that artist, I think he or she was an SM stan, said, oh, anyone could have thought about this. This is like a common imagination that people... Okay, who the
Butterflies flying out of vegetated subway.
Okay, you guys have good
snakes
imaginations, guys.
Okay. People have seen too much Men in Black where I don't know.
Here's my thing. I also think the first two are maybe heavily referenced. Honestly, Ning Ning and Lisa, the character itself, I personally feel like it looks closer to Lisa than Ning Ning.
It does.
And also the clothes are very similar. But I think you could say it was maybe a reference. Very close reference. Third one, also I feel like they knew what they were doing. This is noise marketing. And SM is very smart. SM has the most experience in K-pop. They know that they can get away with doing a lot of gray area shit because at the end of the day, you know what the fans will say? Oh, it's not Aespa's fault, it's SM's fault. And it doesn't matter. People, they don't have to be a good image company. SM doesn't have to. A lot of people hate SM, but they love the artist. There's a detachment from Aespa and SM. They can make this buzz. People will check it out. Oh my God, this music video was plagiarized. And then everybody in the comments will say, guys, please don't hate Aespa. It's SM's fault. So there you go. You drove up the traffic, the attention to Aespa. And at the end of the day, it's not their fault. So, which is true. I also think it's SM's fault. So this is good marketing.
I don't know if they wanted marketing for the fourth case, though. I don't think they would want a plagiarism tag attached on Aespa on their debut. But I think they thought they could definitely get away with the creative reinterpretation loophole.
The visual artist, I saw his Instagram page. He's actually pretty famous, I think.
I think SM was just thinking, this is pretty cool. Let's try to reference it. We're in totally different sectors. We won't get caught.
What are you talking about? You're in the exact same sector. This guy is a visual artist who makes 3D generated.
I guess, but it's like K-pop and, you know.
Oh, come on, man. But at least I don't think they probably didn't think they would get away with it. They probably knew that they were going to get caught and they probably didn't think much about it.
Look at what happened with Twice. You know, that sculpture thingy. It was exactly the same. And, you know, so
that's true.
So I don't know. I don't think that was dumb as fuck. I don't think K-pop entertainment companies are that smart as you think.
I'll just say this. They probably still don't care because at the end of the day, this is not gonna affect Aespa. It's good publicity.
And overall, regardless if this is good PR or not, these kind of controversies and plagiarism accusations coming out, that itself is a sign that there's a lot of hype and buzz around Aespa already. Because if it was like a Nugu group just coming out,
I think
plagiarism accusations,
because
it wouldn't blow up. Yeah, people are expecting Aespa a lot and looking forward to what they'll show. And I just don't want this news today to end on a negative sentiment because, you know, they're debuting today. And
congratulations,
I don't want to, this group is plagiarizing. No, we don't want that. We're just telling you what's going on in the K-pop community, and there were these accusations. So congratulations to Aespa debut.
Well, we're still hours away from release, but just from the teaser itself, I am very, very excited.
It looks sick. I have never seen that level of aesthetics. Did you see the black crystal-y version?
Honestly, it looks really, really good.
It was really good.
Despite it being, a KDA.
That one part, the subway scene. Other than that.
But it's the visual style, I really like it.
It was amazing.
And I'm just excited for this next era of K-pop. This is the great era.
Yeah.
The next
It's the new frontier spirit here
of K-pop. This is going to be the future.
Right. They're going to be recorded as starters of
the pioneers.
Yeah, Avatar.
So there you go. Congratulations, Aespa. We wish you success.
And they're all so pretty,
Yeah. And if you want more content and if you want more debates about whether or not KDA was plagiarized by Aespa or not, we can discuss it on Patreon, patreon.com/DKDKTV. The link is down below and it'll be on at this time, the live stream, for our after show where we can discuss these topics live with you guys, with your opinions.
And our personal stories of people touching us, leaning on us and stuff, getting drunk.
David's drunk stories about...
I've been through that a lot.
So please join us at Patreon live stream, patreon.com/DKDKTV, the DK News after show, and we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.